I do. I think they got it right. I know the big conversation was, is Georgia deserving over Michigan at 1? Yes, I think so. And I think the committee's response to that was pretty much like, hey, what did Georgia do to lose that spot? Now, I tend to agree with them. I think Michigan, you could certainly make an argument, blowing out Ohio State on the road is huge, absolutely huge. They blow out Penn State in the second half. Those are two enormous wins. Yes, Michigan's schedule for the most part, especially early on, one of the worst schedules, but those two wins make up for it. I'm going to say they got it right, Adam. I think Georgia deserves to be 1. Michigan clearly 2. TCU 3. We'll see what they do this week. And then USC 4. Yeah, it makes sense to me. I know there was a conversation about Alabama, which I completely disagree with. Them being more deserving over Ohio State because Ohio State got blown out at home. I disagree with that. I think the top 4 is correct. And it's USC has control of their own destiny if they want to stay in the college football playoff. Go beat Utah.
So let me ask you guys this. If TCU or USC lose, should a 2-loss USC or a 1-loss TCU remain in over a 2-loss non-conference playing Alabama and a 1-loss non-conference playing Ohio State? Should a 1-loss Ohio State get in over TCU, who went 12-0 and then lost in a championship game? And should they get in ahead of a 2-loss USC team that would lose to, what, the 11th ranked Utah?
TCU, no. USC, I can make that argument, yeah. So that's
everybody
how I
in
feel.
Columbus is, scratching their hands a little bit right now.
Yeah.
If USC loses, and I would agree, by the way, TCU should be in under any condition at the moment. I don't see them falling out 2 spots. If USC loses to Utah, Ohio State or Alabama, who gets in? Or not who gets in. Who should get in?
I'm going to say Ohio State. And the reason for that, and Alabama certainly, 2 of their losses, I mean, you have a 1-point loss to LSU, and you missed a field goal against Tennessee. But at the same time, for Ohio State, yes, terrible loss at home. There's no excuse for that, the way they lost to get blown out by Michigan. And yeah, you could argue their loss, one of the better losses. But if you look at the other games, like for Alabama, for example, a lot of those games they played in, they could have went either way. I mean, it took them Texas losing Quinn Ewers to go down and win. I think it was a 1-point victory.